This is a quick read about the luxury yacht that sank yesterday off the coast of Sicily. We're not reading the energy of the people that have passed. It's far too soon to disturb them. What we're going to do is we're going to read the energy of what happened, why it sank, and was anybody humanly responsible. And so just asking the cards initially for a general feel. Ooh, yep, that's the all tied up card. This is often my death card. People dragged, kicking and screaming to death. So I'm getting the energy around the whole incident. People were upset. People were struggling to survive. So we've definitely got the right energy there. And even those that did survive, it was a struggle. So there was a big storm, and there was a water spout that snapped the mast off, and then the yacht sank very quickly, and there was a boat nearby, and they saw that the yacht had disappeared, and then they went to aid the people that were in the lifeboat. And as of today, there was one person confirmed dead, that they found their body. 6 are missing, and something like, I don't know how many there were, 16 I think, that did manage to survive, including a 1-year-old. So cards, what can you tell us about the storm, the ocean at the time? Okay, the ocean was big. This is the big water spout. These are the little people that were on the boat. This is one that's on top of the wave. Maybe they got tossed around. And this water spout, it came out of nowhere. Nobody could see it happening. And maybe this is the captain. It wasn't the captain's fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. This water spout was just massive, and and it came with no warning. Tell us more about the water spout. Tell us more about the water spout and the storm. Okay, this is my freedom card. Generally, after somebody's passed away. Interesting that this is a water card. So this is telling me that the water spout it's just a freak of nature. It's just something that happened that nobody could have foreseen. That lady on top there is pregnant, and so that might just be indicating the storm was brewing for a while. And look at that whale that's up there, sort of straight up. Again, that's the water spout. It was just the natural order of things. Again, I'm getting that nobody was to blame. Tell us one more about the weather, the wild weather. Yep. That's to me is the door to the other side, if you will. That people, this was not a survivable event for many of the people that were on the boat. It was just, again, nature, the natural order of things. Nothing that could have been done to prevent it. Just get a couple of cards on the survivors. 4 of Wands in reverse. The universe brings all things I need to feel blissful. So, yeah, of course, the survivors are not feeling happy. Of course, they're feeling very distressed. A very difficult time. 3 of Pentacles. This is supporting each other, helping each other. So during that time, during that emergency, the people helped each other as much as they could. But I'm getting that there was nothing that they could do for the survivors, because for the people who didn't make it, because some people were below decks. They were below decks, and the survivors helped each other as much as they could. It happened very, very quickly. The crew were incredible. They helped people to the life rafts. I think there was 1 life raft, but the people who were below deck there was no helping them. 2 of Pentacles, and says I make the best possible decision. And so this is the people who had been below decks. Now this was at 5 a.m. so it wasn't that they had been reckless or anything. People were sleeping below decks, and that decision unfortunately cost them their lives. And I'm just going to read one extra on the underlying energy here, and we just send love and blessings the families of the bereaved, and to those who survived, and those who didn't. And there's one that's popped out. And what is the underlying energy? Accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing that anybody could have done. The captain of the boat that came to the rescue actually managed to save the people in the life raft, and he called the Coast Guard as well. So without that quick thinking action, more lives might have been lost. And it's just accepting what is. It's part of sailing and being on a boat, that sometimes the weather goes wild. And this card here, the rose, is also my mother card. Rose is, for me, represents mothers, and I'm just thinking of the mother of there was an 18-year-old girl who's missing, presumed dead, and her father, the tech billionaire, he's also missing, presumed dead. And this to me is the mother, and the great loss that she suffered with her daughter gone and her husband gone. And in the fullness of time, she will be able to accept what is, but obviously not right now. Right now is a period of grief and mourning and chaos. But eventually, she will find peace. And these two hands, it's almost as though it's her daughter and her husband upholding her and giving her strength to carry on. So what a sad situation. Thank you for listening.